Hello guys, on today's video I'm going to talk about something that I really think that it's really important and I learned throughout some experience, some mistakes that I made. So on today's video I'm going to talk about being humble, having communication and listening to other people's ideas and feedback. So, today I'm going to share a history about when I was in high school that taught me this specific lesson. So, there is some context from uh, how happened that story is that back in high school we had some specific project to do that was to build a wooden stick bridge. So we had to work in group and build a bridge and test how much weight the bridge could handle. And there was a competition about the bridge that handle more uh, weight was going to win. So I was the leader of my group with I was with some friends and I was the leader. So in the beginning, everything was well. We organized to buy the stickers, the glue, and uh, everything was going well. But I committed my first mistake as a leader is that I didn't listen to my friends' ideas and the way that they wanted to do. So one friend of mine said, let's use less glue on each stick because Um, maybe if you use more, the glue isn't going to have the same effect. But I said no. I said like, no, it's good to have to use a lot of glue to let it work better. It is going to have more resistance. So for me, I understand that more glue would mean a stronger bridge. So I said, no, let's keep making by the way that we are doing. So I committed my second mistakes. My second mistake is that I ignore another idea. And later we are almost in the end of the bridge and my friend said, we should reinforce the top part of the bridge because it is important to have that balance between the base and the top of the bridge. So like the base already was stronger. However, I said no, let's focus more on the base. So I put one part that we had built out in the base. So again, I didn't listen to my friend's idea. And then we came to the test. And guess what happened? We start adding weight. At first was holding well. However, then after some we put a lot of weight, the first part that broke was the top part of the bridge. And by this way the extractor becomes unstable. So I already kind of lose hope that we're going to be able to uh, like the bridge was able uh, to handle the weight. And in the end, the bridge didn't broke. That was funny, but kind of intertone. Now I forget how to say that. So this is what happened with the bridge. Let me answer here. Research. The bridge bench. So unfortunately, when it bench, it fall apart. So we already got disqualified from the competition. And the result, we didn't win. We got third place. And honestly, I kept thinking, man, I really should have listened to them. And I really was a bad leader from not letting them share their ideas, from not listening to their ideas, or at least considering their ideas. So after all, I stay thinking I really should have listened to them and made what they did for we do. And on nowadays, I think that can be a really good kind of skill on engineering, because probably in the future I'm going to be the leader of something, and it is important you know how to deal with people, to have that communication, to be humble, like don't be that leader that, like that centralized leader that wants to do everything, that wants to have the final decision of everything. So this experience really taught me something really important. Kind of, you have to listen to other ideas. Rarely, uh, you uh, you have the better idea. So it is important to create an environment where people feel free to share their ideas, to show what they think, because I have that thinking that 4 or 5 minds think a lot of more than one mind. So, of course, it is important to have that leadership from taking decisions, but don't even considering their ideas was a really bad leadership from my part. And I learned that it is important to have that humility and be a humble person from listening to everyone's ideas and considering, as I already said before in that video. So this experience taught me that thing that I really think important. Being right is not the most important thing. However, listening is. Like, my friend had plenty of good ideas, but I didn't give them space. I just said, no, make by my way. So I also learned about leadership. Like, being a leader is not making a centralized way to do things, like controlling everything, making all the decisions, and just making the things by the way that I think. So, as a leader, a future leader, I understand that it is important to listen to people, to communicating, to create that free space where everyone in the group can share their ideas. So, in the end, uh, 4 or 5 minds think better than one. So, if everyone share ideas, the result probably is going to be better. Mainly in an industrial context, like everyone is going to have a little idea. Of course, that there's going to be that big guy that's going to be the leader of it, but listen to everyone, and even the people who don't have the that college graduation, that mainly those people, like that that worker that it is in the company in 10 years, but like you have a degree and he don't have it. You have to listen to that guy, because if he don't have a degree, but if he is in the company, there is a reason of it. So probably he have a lot of practical knowledge. So I really think that those workers that kind of are on the floor of the industry, that it is in a lot of years working there, they have a lot of knowledge that the like me, the students and the college students probably don't have, because don't have the experience from it. So it is really important to listen to everyone's opinion and ideas. So yeah, Being humble, it is very important. However, it's not just about being quiet, like let everyone share their ideas and just say, okay, let's do it by this way. But yes, about listening, considering, and respecting the other's ideas. Like thinking, always try to think in a win-win situation. Like he gave that idea, and another guy gave that idea. We kind of can make both ideas together. So why not try to mix both ideas? Maybe by this way we can improve the project, the problem that we have to solve, and this is going to be a group solve. Like everyone is going to be into it, and is going to feel that help. So uh, sometimes the best idea is not worse. So why not mix the better ideas and make a good final project? Anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching video. I hope you all like it. That's it. See ya. Bye bye.